When you hear about a listing agent talking about prepping their listing for the market, there's many things that can mean, but I'm going to share with you what I had to have done to the Durham listing that I just sold last week to get it ready for the market. Now, keep in mind, these sellers lived in Florida and I facilitated meeting all the vendors and contractors at the home for them. But I'm going to make a list above me of all the things that I had done. It took about 2 months to get through these and it took about 2 days to sell the property. So totally worth it. So if you have a listing agent and they go through your home and there's items that they talk about you wanting to do to make it show better, present better, sell quicker, suggestion is you take their advice. So a little bit about how I go about it when I enter into a seller's home. I let them know that we're going to grab a notebook and we're going to walk through the whole house, and I'm going to give them list A, list B, and list C. List A are things that are non-negotiable, that need to be done to the house prior to listing, things that are just unacceptably needing to be done. List B are things that I would really like to see them be done if possible, money-wise, time-wise, things like that. List C is if you get to it, you get to it. If you don't, you don't. So when I leave that house, they have that list and they know what needs to be done and what kind of doesn't need to be done. So the priority of the order of items that should be completed is already done for them. So that's how I work with my sellers to get the house cleaned out, have things packed away, and then have a prep list done. Once the seller contacts me and lets me know that they've completed everything on the list that they choose to do, I will sometimes schedule an appointment to go back over the home to take a look through everything they've done, or I will go ahead and schedule the photographer to meet me over there. So that's basically in a nutshell what prepping your listing is. It's getting it ready for the market with what the agent has suggested that you do to your home. We're looking at it through a buyer's view, and a lot of the things we suggest are things the buyers are looking directly at when they enter your home. So that's basically what prepping your home for the market means. It just means getting it ready and, working with your agent to figure out what really needs to be done and what doesn't need to be done. I have met with folks that want to do all of these items that it's not going to bring them value and not going to make them any money. So I can usually tell them not to worry about those things and work on the list that we spoke about. So if you're thinking about listing your home and you'd like me to come by and talk about prepping your home for the market, let me know.